Coffee time. It's coffee time. My God, my hair. I need a haircut, don't I? I really need a haircut. Welcome to coffee time. Today we're going to be doing some espressos. No, I forgot to turn on the cameras again. Oh, every time. Hey, there's going to be a jump cut here in the VOD. Hey there. Just a quick reminder. This is a recording of a stream I did on Twitch. If you like this and want more live content, come join the chat and the great community over on Twitch. I stream every week, Monday, Friday and Sundays. Or follow me on my socials for any changes or extra streams. Okay, thanks, and here's the video. Jump cut, there we go. That's a jump cut. It hit 37 Cs in August. Oh, that's too much. It's too much. Anything with a 3 at the start is too much. It's time for coffee. What time is it over there for you? 7? 7:15? Oh, wow. Yeah, well, you kind of need a coffee, don't you? It's a bit early. Need to wake up. Put on a little bit of makeup. I don't know why. What are we doing? We're doing some espressos. So I got this. This is the coffee I think we tried last week. It is the Finca La Piragua. I don't know how you say it. Oh, there's a lot of water in that. Oops. I didn't dry my portafilter. No. Oh wow, lots of water. Oh well. There we go. And we're going to I'll do a couple of frothy milks. Got my milks ready. Should we try the mocha, the chocolatey one? Should we try that? I've got some top of the morning double chocolate powder here. So there's a couple of ways you do this drink. Is you can have chocolate sauce and you put that in the cup and then add the coffee and the steamed milk and it all mixes and it all gets all nice and gravy. Or you can, as most shops tend to do, put the chocolate powder directly in the milk and then steam it. Because why not? No point in having, I suppose you could be decadent and have both chocolate sauce and chocolate powder. Oh yes. It's double chocolate though, it should be fairly rich. You're waiting to not be loud, fair enough, that is fair. Good roommate. You are facing the right way. Hopefully the mic is coming out all right. It doesn't really work with these shirts. Not home, so briefly pop in to say hello. Hello! Where are you? Where are you? And I'm so sorry. Right. I don't know why I'm doing this yet, because I need to grind the coffee. My God, my brain isn't in gear today, is it? Is it ever, Paul? I don't know. Who's asking? As you'll see, Hank the spider has sort of sprawled across the whole of the wall, for it is almost the day of the Hallows, where they're weenie. So we're almost weaning onto the Hallows. It's your sister-in-law's birthday. Hello, happy birthday, sister-in-law. I don't know if you can hear me, but hello and happy birthday. Hope you have a good day. So we're just going to measure out 20 grams as per usual. 19.9, that's basically 20. She cannot. Plus you're not there yet. Fair enough. Fair enough. Opting out, hello, welcome on in. You're lurking, unable to figure out a great first chat. Well, that's perfectly fine. You can lurk away. I actually really like lurkers. They're the unsung heroes of Twitch. Right, we're going to try. I'm going to do it on a level 2 grind. I've been trying to dial this one in for the past week and it's not really gone well. I'm just not a big fan of this coffee, if I'm honest. Not a big fan of this coffee. It's all right, it's not bad, it's just not to my tastes, I guess. We're almost winning onto the Hallows indeed. Don't tell anyone you're there. Secret. Secret lurking. Apologies for the grind, it's very loud. We like to grind here. Yeah. I don't know what that action was, don't question it. No one saw it, it's fine. I think I'll put it into the glass today. Why not, eh? Why not? It's taking its time today. Wow. Are you alright though, grinder? That was a long grind. It's not usually that long. Oh, I spilled slightly. Oh god. That's what I get for not using the funnel. Get in there. Okay, right, let's do a little distribute. Get all those clumps all broken up. Let's get that like that. Oh, it is overflowing actually slightly. It's poofed up. So that should compress fairly nicely. Oh, making a mess today. Oh god, that didn't go well. Right, let's clean this up. Get over there. Start again. Huh. Don't know what's going on. I'm gonna have to redistribute. So what was happening there, it was actually compressing, but going up the sides slightly. It wasn't giving me a perfect flat tamp. That's much better. Then we put the puck screen on top. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a little... Get rid of the steam, get the flush on the go. That'll do. Just to cool it off slightly. Because when it's sat there for a while, it gets too hot. Gets too hot. Rinse and grind. Not bump and grind. We could bump and grind. Here we go. Right, so this should give us about 40 mils rather, of coffee in about 25 to 30 seconds. We will see. 40 mils on this is about the handle height. Oh yeah, that's a little bit more restrictive than usual. Again, I'm still trying to dial this in a little bit. Maybe I don't need to go as restrictive as a 2 grind. So it'll come out a little bit slower, but that's not a problem. I'd rather slower than fast. The problem you get when it's slower though is that it does start to attempt to channel because it's putting up too much pressure. It's building up too much pressure, can't push through fast enough. So it finds the easiest path. There we go. Right, we're going to leave that for a minute while we do the milk. Right. So, just have a look. Why aren't you steaming? There we go. So we would just do this in exactly the same way as before. So the main objective of this one is to get heat into it and get it mixing. I'm just trying to get some of that chocolate off the top, get it mixing in. Break up some of the clumps. All right, so there we go. Give it a quick clean. Because I'm going to be using it again in a second for the next cup. Right, has that? I don't think that has actually done the chocolate too well. You can see some bits weren't quite mixed in. It's probably because I just dumped it on top, although it is kind of... Where's the spoon? Let's have a look. I think that's gone quite well. Did I use enough chocolate? No. I reckon you could put more in that. But anyway, here we go. Here we go. Oh no, it looks all right. Could do with being a little bit frothier. Didn't quite get enough bubbles in that, but hey, it'll be chocolatey. And then put your coffee in. And there we go. You can do the coffee first and then the milk, or the milk then the coffee. I've done it this way so the coffee kind of like filters down into it. You can see there is actually like a little bit of gradient going on there. But there we go. Cheers. Cheers. There we are. I don't know if you can see, there is like a gradient happening. Oh yes. Oh yeah, that coffee actually, with this extra sweetness, really brings out the coffee. I'm not a big fan of it by itself, this coffee, but with that extra sweetness. So let's give it a quick stir. Oh yeah, definitely needs probably, if not double the chocolate powder amount. It needs something. It needs something extra. What I could do is now add like a caramel syrup to it. Yeah, chocolate caramel. Not bad, not bad. Not bad indeed. Oh yes, right. Now what we're going to do is do a little tidy up while I go empty this for the next one. Okay, just give it a quick rinse and a quick like tidy, and there we go. And we're just going to go for a little short, probably nearer a flat white sort of thing now, because I've got some more milk here to steam, and I want 2 drinks before we go into the Lego. So let's get measuring. I'm going to try the same beans, but on a level 3 grind. And you'll see the difference in speed. And what by speed I mean is the speed of the shot. When it was coming out, it was quite slow this time. But this next one's going to be a little bit faster. Just a teeny bit faster. Possibly too fast, which is why I keep switching between the two. Right, it's going to be loud again. I should probably mute my mic when I do this. Ugh, it's my pocket though. Okay, the grinder's taking a lot longer than it usually does, or maybe I just don't notice how long it takes. I'm sure it's never that long. But it's a very slow grinder anyway, because it's when you're grinding beans, the motors generate heat, and the grinding itself generates heat. And you don't want that heat to go into your coffee because it can start spoiling it before it's time, before it gets the water through it. So you don't want to heat the coffee up too much, which is why they tend to go for, like, I would say lower geared sort of motors, ones that are slower but powerful, so that the heat doesn't build up as much if you do it a little bit slower. Right, let's try this again. Hopefully the tamp will go better this time. Okay. Right. Let me just double that again. There we go. It's a little bit better than it was. Puck screen on top. Let's get rid of that little bit of heat again. Not too much this time because we have just poured one. If you're constantly pouring them, you don't have to do that. The problem is when it sits, the boiler gets too hot and it transfers too much heat into the water you're using. So you need to get rid of that heat because it'll be nearer 100 degrees rather than the 93, 94, 5, 6 that you want to actually be at. Hence why all the steam comes out when I flush it. You want to get rid of that. Okay. Get the camera in place. Oh my god, I was in the wrong scene the whole time. Oh, I apologise. You didn't see any of that stuff. Right. Is that better? There we go. Stop rattling, you. Ah, see how fast that is? That's a little bit better, that's just nearer than what I'd want. Yeah. There we go. Yes, that's a good one, that is. That was a good one. Okay, while that's sitting there, we're just going to quickly steam some milk. So add a few more bubbles in this time. Get it up to temperature. And that'll do. Oh, that's a thick foam we've got on there now. Oh yeah, look at that. Possibly a bit too thick. Clean the nozzle, because it's a pain in the ass to clean afterwards. I'll tell you that. Dried on steamed milk is a real pain to clean off. That. Right. I can go in there to be washed. Here we go. Lovely bit of foam. Look at that. Oh god, the bird skeleton can't even handle it. Right. Let's put this in first. I'll show you what I'm doing. There we are. There's probably a bit too much milk in this. Didn't measure it up right, but here we go. Yeah, a bit too much. Oh well. We can get a little bit of that foam with a spoon. And just stick it on top. Just cheat a little. There we go. Stick that there because I want to use it. There we are. You were recently introduced to the Pulsar Drip Zero bypass dripper designed by an astrophysicist. No. What is that? I may have seen it. Do you not have people clean it for you? Call it an internship. Hey, if you want an internship at Pull SDL Enterprises, we've got some opportunities for you. That sounds dodgy as hell, doesn't it? What was this? The Pulsar Dripper Zero. Pulsar Dripper Zero. Bypass dripper. Is it just, it looks like it's just a drip filter. You stick it on the cup, but it drips through. Yeah, I've got very similar sort of things, if it's that. Nextlevel.com. If that's the one I'm thinking of. Why has that not come up? Next Level Brewer? Yeah, that's the one I saw, yeah. Yeah, so basically you put the grind and then the water drips on top, and this also looks like it has a flow thing to stop it going into your cup straight away. That is a very common way of doing things, actually. If you look at my throne, not trying to make you buy me something, but if you look at my throne, there is an item called the Pure Over Brew Kit, and it's kind of the same effect. Also, when I did the cold brew for the AeroPress, this puts water and then it slowly drips it on top of the coffee in the AeroPress, which is probably closest to what that's doing. It's a very interesting way of doing it. It kind of works like a normal drip machine that I've got here, where you're slowly dripping in a pattern, which is what that top bit is, onto the coffee. by the looks of it anyway. But what they've also then done is they've got the little toggle switch, the thing on the side, which looks like it stops it from then leaving where the grinds are and going down into the cup, which, because that sits on a cup, which is just an immersion. I mean, that's basically what an AeroPress does when I put the top in and I stop it. So it's a very similar sort of brew method. It would be interesting to try out. Physics of Coffee. Oh, I've seen Physics of Coffee. Yes, that guy. Yeah, he does loads of science behind coffee. Yes. James Hoffman on his YouTube channel was reviewing gooseneck kettles, and a gooseneck kettle has a like, the reason it's gooseneck is because of the stream and the amount of penetration it can get into the coffee bed. Depends on flows and things like that. And he mentioned this guy and that book on how he determined what was good and what was bad. Yes. Oh, it has paper filters in it, does it? Times of Science. I would love to pick up his book. Physics of Coffee. Yes, yeah, it is this guy, yeah. Good guy. Anyway, I've got an espresso here with some frothy milk. Very nice, very nice. Again, I'm not a big fan of this brew, this roast of beans. So it's just, I don't think I'll get them again. They're just, it's not sitting right. It's nice, and I see what they're trying to do. It's just not my kind of brew, my kind of roast. 44 pounds. Holy hell, that's expensive. Okay. Let's call it a day, I think, on the coffee for today. Thanks for mentioning that brew. I'll have a look into it. Yeah, I'll look into that. Time to science. Time to science indeed. X Bloom Coffee. Let me find the machine I saw. X Bloom Coffee. Okay, let's have a look at this one quickly before we wrap up. X Bloom. X Bloom Coffee. Machine. Oh, that's just, yeah, again, that's just a drip drip. Like, it's not really much different from my my standard machine. It's just got more controls and more, yeah, you can control temperature, you can control the brew ratio, you can control the actual dispersion of the water in over the top of the coffee bed, by the looks of it. Yeah. It grinds it for you. Oh, it does it does the gooseneck automatic. That's cool. So instead of just being like holes on a screen that it puts it through, it actually rotates around the bed. All right, cool. If you didn't want to do that every single day, that's quite interesting. All-in-one coffee cup sort of thing, biodegradable, I'm not a big fan of. I'd rather have a reusable sort of thing. Oh, it has a reusable dripper. It's like they're predicting what I'm saying. That's a very interesting machine for people who want pour over coffee but don't want to do the pouring over. That is cool. Okay, fair enough. X Bloom coffee machine. Go check it out. You've got to get a burr grinder in this house. You only have a crappy blade one. I have a blade one in the cupboard if you want to. Actually, I have a couple of videos probably at the start of when I started doing coffee of explaining how to get the best out of your blade grinder. Try and get it as consistent as you can. You won't get it that consistent, but you can definitely improve things rather than just letting it go and do its thing. But yeah, if you check that out, they're on the YouTubes. They're on the YouTube somewhere, probably near the beginning of the coffee playlist. Anyway, that's the end of coffee time. Let's move on to Lego.